Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nightwing2303 from KicksOnCourt.com. Today I have a quick look at the Nike Kobe 8 Elite, and these just dropped today. This is the superhero colorway. I didn't even pay attention to the color code, so you can check that out there. I personally think these are ugly, but I just got them because it's the first one. That way I can like performance test it and all that stuff, and hopefully I'll get used to them eventually. So to me they look like lizards. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so here they are. This is the superhero colorway. Again, I don't know what it is about these, they just look kind of funny. There's green. I'm not a huge fan of green, but you know, for on-court purposes, I don't really care what the shoe looks like. So, you know, it is what it is. You can clearly see that KB24 right there. It's hard to see it on a lot of the colorways. The first one that it was noticeable on was the blue ones. So, and then you can see the material here is woven differently. So, it's got a little bit of a different pattern to it and all that stuff. I believe it's still engineered mesh. I read somewhere that it was Flyknit, but you know, this doesn't look like Flyknit. It doesn't look like that type of material. I'm gonna just say that it is engineered mesh still, because I haven't seen anything that says anything other than that, except for that one time, and I'm pretty sure that particular source wasn't incredibly credible. One thing that I really like about this version, the Elite, is the tongue. The tongue is like really nicely padded, and it's really noticeable right when you put it on. It feels very plush and all that stuff. Well, I guess that's scales and stuff, little like island things. But yeah, I really like the way that it's padded. It feels really, really nice. So, especially when you tighten it up, because like in order for these Flywire cables to actually do anything, you got to tighten it up quite a bit, because these are literally like loose. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but they're not attached to anything up here. It's a complete exterior cable. So, watch out for cable slashers. Here's a quick look at the medial side. Again, you got that dynamic Flywire, the mesh, and some synthetic along with the swoosh. You have your carbon fiber. Now this will hold up a little bit better than the plastic. I have a friend who actually broke, I can't remember which piece, but it was one of the sides of his heel clip. He still plays in them just fine and all that stuff. It's just like, it was one of those things where it was kind of like, well, that's a bummer. So that's one of the downsides to plastic versus something like this, which is carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is a little bit lighter in weight, and it's a lot stronger as well. So they use that on the bottom as well. This is like real carbon fiber. The ones that they typically use are glass based. So you have a translucent outsole, which is blue. Rubber's still real pliable. The laces have Kevlar in them, and Kevlar, for anybody that does not know, yes, it is bulletproof material. Not in this form. You gotta weave it together quite a bit differently, but the reason why they put it in here is because it has less flex, or not flex, but less stretch. So when you have your laces tied tightly and you move in the shoe, it's not going to stretch out as much while you put pressure on the string and stuff. So that's why they put it in there. In my opinion, it's not enough of a difference to actually like warrant having it in there and increase the price the way that they do, but you know, it's Elite, so they put all of the stuff that you wouldn't typically have, want, or maybe even need in a shoe. So this is like one of those things where it's purely an optional purchase. This is not going to be a greater performer, in my opinion, than the original Kobe 8. Here is the midsole. The pattern's a little bit different, and the material's different as well. This guy has Nike Zoom, both in the forefoot and in the heel. This is just a regular volume Zoom unit. And the heel, you have a slightly larger unit, but not quite or actually it might be, but I don't think these are like as large as like the 10 millimeters that they have in the KDs and stuff like that. So it might be, but I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure it isn't. So yeah, it's a really large unit though. I tried them on, but I actually didn't stand up or move around at all. I just tried them on to make sure that they fit the way that they're supposed to, and all that stuff. Some of you guys may have noticed that this is a size 9.5. My toe is actually right where this pad ends, and when I wear size 9, my toes are right at the edge. So I like my shoes to fit very, very snug. I'm supposed to wear 9.5 according to those size things that you measure your foot in. but for me, my comfort level is a really snug fit. So if a shoe feels a little bit large, I'll even go down half a size and things like that, just so that I can get that really snug fit. I like my toes just to hug everything. That way there's no dead space or wiggle room or anything like that. It's just a personal preference for me. But yeah, these fit me perfectly fine. It's my regular size, or my true size, I guess you could say. So, yeah, it's just a personal preference. One thing about the midsole itself is that this is not Lunarlon. I've heard that it's Cushlon. I won't be able to tell for sure until I start moving around in it. Just by pushing on it, it feels like Cushlon. It doesn't feel like Phylon, but it is a little bit more on the firm side. So for all I know, it could be Phylon. Again, I need to play in it because I'll be able to tell once I start moving around on it, like what the actual material itself is. So, but yeah, that is pretty much it. Here's just a quick look in comparison, I guess, to the other models. You could see the woven material is different, and not the material, the way that it's woven. And like, of course, you could see these here, and the tongue. It's nicer on this guy right here, and then the heels, carbon fibers, and actual carbon fiber and glass carbon fiber. So on my website I have the scorecards for all of the shoes that are on there. Each performance review gets one. Not only is the shoe name and all the scores for each of the attributes on that scorecard, but the weight and the price is listed as well. Since I'm here, might as well do these two here and compare basically their weight. There's nothing in either of them. The reason why I'm picking the Easters is because they are size 9.5, as are the Elites. So again, nothing's in the toe or anything like that. So here's what these guys weigh. It's 9.3 ounces for the regular. And 10.8 ounces actually for the Elite. Now we'll see if it's the actual cushion system. So I'll remove the midsole here. There you go, no midsole. So 8.3 now. And 9.0. So this version is actually just heavier, so maybe there's more material to it. I'm not really sure, but the Elite is not lighter. So for all those people that are like, oh, you know, they make these for the playoffs, so you got to get lower and lighter. Not this time. Alright guys, sorry for the long review, but that is it. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and until next time guys, have a good one.